So in 1484, Ngân, a scholar of Lê dynasty, wrote, "The talented and righteous are backbone to nation development." His point of view is still appropriate until today. The importance of education is undeniable since it directly affects nation prosperity. Road to Olympia is a popular game show where many talented Vietnamese students have been found. Have you ever imagined that you would be the next champion and be awarded a scholarship in Australia? If so, would you choose to stay abroad, just like 12 champions did, or would you come back to Vietnam?
Before you make up your mind, let me tell you that the decision to come back home does not belong to the majority. According to a report by MOET in 2015, 60% of students refuse to come back home after their graduation. So this situation is a concerning problem not only in Vietnam but throughout the world. It is known as brain drain problem, the emigration of highly skilled labor force from one country or economic sector to another, mainly due to better living condition or better salary. So currently in Vietnam, there are 130,000 students studying abroad, with only 5% of them are fully sponsored by the government. And among them, it means that $1 to $1.5 billion are being spent alone on studying abroad. However, this situation is not a problem of Vietnam alone, but a global issue. It also happened in China, with 421,000 students studying abroad in 2009, and also in Ethiopia, with 75% of highly skilled labor force leaving their nation in the last 10 years. So back to Vietnam, why do these students with very professional education and English skills, which are highly welcome in Vietnam, but they still refuse to come back? We have concluded with two main reasons: the salary and the lack of transparency in working process. The first reason is about the salary. According to Decree 205-2004 NDCP, there is no specific salary scale for MA or PhD's degree. So students with high qualifications, they might find it difficult to come back home and continue doing research without financial support. For example, a lecturer in a university in Hanoi studying under Project 322 in Netherlands for 6 years. After he came back, his salary remained the same, and I think it's only can he support his daily life without continuing research and irrelevant to all his time and efforts. The second reason is about the lack of transparency in working process. Frankly speaking, I think the recruiting process in Vietnam still highly based on relationship, as described as relationship-based economy. Let me give you an example. In 2014, a lecturer in Ngân, after 6 years spent in Netherlands, he wanted to pursue doing scientific research, so refused as managing position. And after that, he was very strictly treated and being forced to do paperwork after some very minor mistakes.
So brain drain problem is not happening in Vietnam, but also even developed countries have to face. Why the Vietnamese government still struggle to find a resolution? Let's see how other countries deal with the issue. We will take the example of China and the United States of America. So Chinese government is willing to pay the salary for their experts as much as Americans do. They also give preferential treatment to talented people who are living overseas. For example, some years ago, a group of overseas students was allowed to open their own company even when they are studying abroad. Chinese government also pay attention to improve education. They have upgraded more than 100 universities to reach the international standard. Therefore, Chinese students can obtain high-quality education in their homeland instead of moving to another area to learn. So Hillary Clinton once claimed that American dream is big for everyone, and USA is said to be a dreamland for many workers. But some cases, Americans are not satisfied with what they have, since many American scientists decided to move to the UK to work. So in this situation, the White House, instead of trying to provide everything that the scientists need, they decide to create favorable working conditions for other people in other fields so that they can make up the loss for the immigrated labor force. I think that is a good idea for them. So now come back to Vietnam. Based on the current situation of brain drain problem in Vietnam, as well as the lesson learned from the other countries, I think that there should have been some suggestions that should be put forward. So we have come up with some solution here. Firstly, the government should improve the transparency in governance and employment process. They should also offer higher salary according to workers' ability and qualification. As well, providing proper education is another wise strategy. And we should improve the infrastructure as well.
So in our presentation, we have mentioned about the current situation, the reasons and some possible solutions for brain drain problem in Vietnam. And I think we do have, we can expect in the future some students may come back. As for those who do come back, they have made some considerable achievements.
So like in our faculties, our lecturers have chance to study abroad, but they also come back here and give and share with us their own experience. So I think that in the future, we have the right to hope that young generation of Vietnam, wherever they are, and one way or another, they will become better citizens and contribute to the community where they live. So that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you for being such attentive audiences. Thank you once again.